A soft mist rises from the earth, watering the ground before any rain falls. From the dust, God forms man and breathes life into him. He becomes a living soul. God plants a garden in Eden, lush and vibrant, and places man at its heart. Every tree blooms, full of beauty and fruit, including the tree of life and the tree of knowledge. From Eden's center, a river flows, splitting into 4 streams that carry life across the garden and beyond. Eden thrives, alive with God's blessing. The first river, Pison, circles the land of Havilah, land of pure gold, bdellium, and onyx. The second, Gihon, flows around Ethiopia. The third, Hiddekel, runs east toward Assyria. And the fourth is the mighty Euphrates. Then the Lord God placed the man in the Garden of Eden, assigning him to care for it and keep it. God gave Adam freedom to eat from every tree in the garden, but warned him, the tree of knowledge of good and evil must not be touched, or death would follow. Seeing Adam alone, God said it was not good for man to be by himself. He formed the animals and brought them to Adam to name, yet none proved to be a suitable companion. God caused Adam to sleep, and from his side he took a rib, closing the flesh as if untouched. From that rib, God made a woman and brought her to Adam. Adam said, "She is bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh." So she was called woman. A man shall leave his parents and unite with his wife. They shall be one flesh. They were both naked and unashamed, in perfect harmony. In the heart of Eden, where every leaf shimmered with life, a serpent emerged, more cunning than any creature the Lord God had made. It drew near the woman and whispered, "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" And the woman replied, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God said we must not eat from the tree in the middle of the garden, nor touch it, or we will die." Then the serpent spoke again, its voice smooth and deceiving, "You will not surely die." For the serpent knew the power of temptation. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. And the woman saw that the tree was good for food, pleasing to the eye, and desirable for gaining wisdom. She took of its fruit and ate, and she gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they realized they were naked. They sewed fig leaves together and made themselves loincloths. As the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day came, the man and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord among the trees of the garden. But the Lord God called to the man and said, "Where are you?" And he said, "I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid myself." God's voice tore through the garden. "Who told you? Did you eat from the forbidden tree?" Adam trembled. "The woman, she gave it to me, and I ate." God faced the woman. "What have you done?" "The serpent deceived me," she whispered. Judgment struck the serpent like thunder. "Cursed you are. On your belly you will crawl and eat dust forever." Then the prophecy fell. "Her seed will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." The war of ages began. To the woman, he said, "I will multiply your sorrow. In pain you will bring forth children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." To Adam, he said, "Because you ate the forbidden fruit, the ground is cursed. By painful labor you will eat from it all the days of your life. It will bring forth thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground. For dust you are, and to dust you will return. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she would become the mother of all living. And the Lord God, seeing their shame, moved in mercy. He fashioned garments of skin and clothed Adam and his wife. But God knew humanity had changed. Man had tasted knowledge of good and evil, and the tree of life must remain beyond their reach. So he sent them forth from Eden, back to the ground from which they were taken, to live by toil and by labor, and not by ease. Adam joined with his wife, Eve, and she bore a son. She named him Cain, saying, "With the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man." Later, she gave birth to his brother, Abel. Abel became a keeper of sheep, while Cain tilled the ground. In time, they each brought an offering to the Lord. Cain offered the fruits of the soil, and Abel presented the best of his flock. The Lord looked with favor upon Abel and his offering, but he did not look with favor on Cain and his offering. Cain's heart grew heavy with sorrow and anger. The Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why has your face fallen? If you do right, you will be accepted. But sin is crouching at your door. It longs for you, yet you must rule over it." Cain rose against Abel and struck him down. The Lord asked, "Where is your brother?" Cain replied, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" God said, "The voice of your brother's blood cries out from the ground. And now you are cursed from the ground, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you till the ground, it shall no longer yield its strength to you. You shall be a fugitive and wanderer on the earth." Then Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me today from the ground, and from your face I shall be hidden. And I shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me." But the Lord said to him, "Not so. Whoever kills Cain shall suffer vengeance sevenfold." And the Lord put a mark on Cain, lest anyone finding him should strike him down. Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. There he had a son named Enoch and built a city in his name. From Enoch came many generations, including Lamech. Lamech took 2 wives, Adah and Zillah. Adah gave birth to Jabal, the father of those who live in tents and raise cattle.